Hi, it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for love and romance and relationships for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Pisces for May 2019. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com. Everything will be in the description if you'd like a personal or private reading. Now, let's just get started. We're going to start out with our single Pisces. Single Pisces, we have got this Knight of Swords. So you've got some intellectual energy going on. Your mental acuity is high right now. I feel like you're analyzing some stuff. What are you analyzing? What's going on? Page of Pentacles. You have some opportunities before you, and you are not you're not jumping at any of them right now, and that's okay. Especially being a water sign, being emotional. This Mercury retrograde was tough for a lot of the Pisces people that I know, partnered or unpartnered, but it was tough, and it really has a lot of people. I felt like I keep hearing the phrase spiraling, just kind of spiraling, like, what do I want? What am I doing? You may have reevaluated your relationship and are newly single, or you've been single for a while and you're like, why am I still single? Like, what is it? But either way, it feels like mentally you are doing the work that you need to do, and there is opportunity that is coming toward you. This could be at work, it could be an earth sign, possibly. I don't know. I don't like to say that because, you know, people's charts are more than their sun sign, you know, so I don't think that's really all that super relevant. But you do have the Three of Wands, so it looks like this mental work you're doing is like not just like, what do I want, but it's like, what do I want for my future? Like, maybe you were involved before with people that were not future forward people. They were more like, this is really fun, and that's fine, and that's great, but that maybe is not what you want. I really feel like you are looking toward the future, like you're doing the mental work and saying to yourself, like, what do I really want? Like, I almost see you like writing down a list, like, I want these qualities in someone. This is what I want. If I want to have a future with someone, they're going to have to follow this list. They're going to have these qualities, and I have opportunities and I see them, but unless they meet the qualifications, I'm not interested. And that honestly is a really wonderful place to be. If you don't feel like you're in that place, I would summon up that Knight of Swords energy and really get mentally on your game. Really employ your mental game right now, because it's really important that you know what you want when you're out, you know, in the dating world. What do you want? You don't just want to fall into random relationships with people who aren't anything like you want. But let's see this opportunity that's coming, this message that's coming to you. You're getting some kind of message. Oh, I'm making a huge mess. And I don't think I can take any of these cards because there was a huge lot of them. So let's get one card, please, about this message that's coming in. What is this message? All right, we got the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, it looks to me like in previous relationships, perhaps we've got one more card here too. We'll look at that in 1 second. But perhaps you have felt cut out in a relationship before. You have, because even though this is a Five of Pentacles, you know, Pentacles being the practical things, love, you know, money, you know, finances, being left out in the cold, whatever. This is a very emotional card because when someone has taken advantage of you financially, or has used up all of your resources and you're now having nothing and starting over from scratch, you really have a very empty feeling. So it's very emotional, and that could be what you're thinking of here, is where you're like, I'm not going to deal with that anymore. And this message is saying, you're right. This is not what you want. Remember this. Remember this as you move forward. And we got one more card. I don't know what it is yet. The World. This is awesome. This message coming in is saying, listen, you don't have to accept this whatever this has been, you know, whatever seeds are left, I'm going to throw them out to the poor people in the street. Like, you don't need to just settle for whatever, because you have the entire world available to you. And this is just the practical message coming in is, listen, you have everything available to you. You know, why would you settle for crumbs and scraps when you have all of the entire world available to you? Like, listen to this practical message. Is like, this is literal practical message that says to you, you determine what you accept. And then, you know, you have the mental work you're doing here on what you actually want and what you want for your future. So I think your head is screwed on really straight, Pisces. For my single Pisces people, you know what you want. Don't deviate from that plan. And my God, please do not settle, because that's what I'm hearing is, do not settle. You know what you want. Only accept that. And only be what you want to. Only be that. All right, now we're going to talk about our partnered Pisces, married, partnered, whatever you would like to call it, but stick till the end, single Pisces, because we're going to talk about our self-love, self-care for the month as well. So, partnered, married Pisces, what do we have going on? We've got the Two of Cups. Okay, this is either the relationship you have with your partner or with yourself, and it's affecting how it's affecting your partner. But let's get a little bit more information. I would have to think it's probably you and your partner. We'll see. I got the Devil. Okay, this says to me, you're very, very apt right now to fall back into old patterns. The Devil is all about old patterns, things that aren't actually so great for you. So you could be in a cycle of your relationship where you're falling into old bad behavior patterns. This can be like distrust. It can be, being online maybe with people you shouldn't be online with. Not trusting that your partner is doing the right thing. Either that or the two of you could be involved in a cycle of drinking, not taking care of yourselves physically, not paying your bills, things like, I feel definitely like there's an old pattern, and could be different for every relationship is different, but there's an old pattern that is creeping back in, whether it's, even just not keeping up your end of the housekeeping. It could be something small. It doesn't have to be that there's, somebody's out in an orgy with somebody else. It can just be an old pattern, maybe disrespectful talk, like somebody says something and you go, shut up, or they say, oh, I'd really like it if we could, go out to dinner. Yeah, whatever. Or could you not throw your laundry on the floor? Whatever. It's very disrespectful when someone is asking you something. You don't have to be like, yeah, whatever. It can be even something like that. It doesn't have to be this monumental, like cheating or anything else, but something in the relationship is old and it's showing back up, and it's really not positive. So let's find out what it is. You got your Three of Cups here, which is about finding your tribe. It seems either the two of you have forgotten that you're really best friends as well, and you're not treating each other the way you would treat your friends. Like, how you would treat your dearest friends, the people that are your besties, you would have a certain way you would treat them. It feels like you are maybe treating your partner, or you're being treated as though you're beneath those people. Like, if your partner is the person that you're supposed to be very good to all the time, and if you're treating them worse than you would treat like people you aren't married to or aren't partnered with, why is that happening? That's a really important question. It feels like you would be nicer to other people that are not part of your relationship than the person that you are partnered to. So this is some kind of bad behavior. Like I said, bad habit, bad behavior, bad routine. Maybe you're going out after work all the time and not getting home like you should. I don't know, but we're going to find out what's going on here. We got two cards that came out. The first one is the Wheel of Fortune, which is awesome because this means this is not going to continue. What's going on here, there's an option for change. The Wheel of Fortune is about your luck changing, things kind of coming full circle and giving you an opportunity to start fresh. So this does not have to continue. Thank God. Let's not continue this cycle. Even if you feel like you are the one that's being treated badly, you need to be the one then that acts better first, okay? You can't just tell someone, well, you're acting badly and you're going to do this right now, because they're not going to do it. So you're going to have to take the reins and be the one who accepts this change of luck, this change of behavior, this change of being. You're going to have to be the change you want to see. And now the other card that came up with this was the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is about being choosy. So I feel like moving forward in this, you do not want to settle. It's very important that you do not settle for bad behavior, for bad conduct, for bad language, but whatever this old behavior, whether maybe you guys are overspending. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, you cannot settle for it. It is time for something different. Accept the universe is offering an opportunity for change. Accept that, please. All right, this has gone a little bit long, but anyway, we're going to talk about Pisces, partnered or unpartnered, self-love. What do we have going on? Where should we focus this month? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Whoever has wronged you, hurt you, whoever you've hurt, whatever, don't beat yourself up over it. It's done. It's over. Whatever that pain is, it's over. Let it go. And you've got the Lovers. It's time to let this go and focus on your relationship. To you. Focus on you. This is about you, taking care of you, your self-love. You may have been disappointed in yourself for something. Maybe you have not been taking care of yourself and you've been beating yourself up. You know, maybe you gained 10 pounds over the winter and you're like, oh, I can't believe I've done that. You know, I look fat, my pants don't fit, like, whatever it might be. Maybe you haven't been taking care of your skin. Maybe you aren't taking care of yourself physically like you should. And so you're beating yourself up. It's time now to remember you have to love you first before you can love anybody else. So it's really important that you let this go. Whatever this is, it needs to leave. It needs to go. It needs to leave. It needs to be sent on its way. I feel like you're beating yourself up for something, for some interpreted thing that you just feel like you could have done better. You didn't do something well, and you're just beating up on yourself so bad for it. So it's time to put that to rest, and let's get a little bit of clarification on what that is. Well, I don't know what it was. I guess it doesn't matter because you've got the sun, and the sun is saying it's a brand new day. Like, drop it already. Like, it's done. It's done. Let it go. It's over. This is your option now. You have a brand new day ahead of you. Let me move this back so you can see. You've got a brand new day ahead of you. So that's your option now. Focus there. This is over. This is done. I'm not even going to keep it up there anymore because it's so done. And then how do we focus back on falling in love with ourselves? Because I think that's major for you Pisces right now. You have the Star. Anything that you want to be, do, or have, you can have. You can be anything you want to be, and you don't have to be aligned with someone else's version of who you think you should be. You've got to love who you are first. And like I said, this is available to you to love who you are first. In your own weird, whatever weird, quirky kind of way you have, you're all right just the way you are. Remember that. She's okay just the way she is. And the other card that came up with it is the Hermit. And the Hermit is all about taking a little bit of time away to reevaluate. And I really want you to do that, even if it's an hour, even if you have to lock yourself in the bathroom for a half an hour and take a bath, whatever, just to take some time quiet. I feel like you need a quiet moment to realign what your goals are. And like I said, remember, this is a new start for you. I really feel like you need that. You need a new start. Like I said, that Mercury retrograde just beat the hell out of everybody, and the Pisces people took it hard, and it's time to reevaluate. You have a brand new opportunity coming for you, and that's where you really need to focus right now, is falling back in love with yourself. You got the Lovers here, because I feel like you have beat yourself up good, and it is time to just walk the hell away from that. This is you. This is wishes and dreams. Anything that you want to be, you can be. You deserve that. It is your birthright to be able to be you. Unapologetically you. And if you need some time away, which you absolutely do, go to the library for a half an hour. I don't care where you go. Sit in Starbucks for a half an hour alone and write down the stuff you want. Do whatever you've got to do to reestablish that relationship with yourself. All right, I will let you go. You guys went super long. I'm sorry. I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching.